James, should I send you a sleeping bag? Get a move on. Turn on the camera. Stand back. The feds secured the entrance.
Could you?
I'm on it.
You get excited when you do something illegal.
I'm in rehab, so don't tempt me.
I'd like to see your file.
I erased it. Good luck with that.
I have my ways.
Ready.
Everything ends where it begins.
You watch too many movies.
I take it that's their version of the drawing a white line around the body, yeah?
So what are we looking for?
A red X.
Okay. Any ideas?
I'm assuming.
The fucking safe? Did they just clean it out?
Are you sure it's this safe?
Yeah, good point.
If there was anything here, the feds got it.
I'm sorry.
We missed this one. Can you at least check what they took?
Probably. Okay. I'm convinced. Are we getting out of here?
Wait,
James,
it's not about the safe.
you just said the complete opposite.
I changed my mind.
They took everything out. What do you want us to do? X-ray it?
Great idea.
Why am I saying anything?
Clearly there is something. Oops.
See? Cables lead somewhere.
Probably to the washing machine.
Over. There's some interference. Can you repeat?
Hello?
Yes?
The storm's coming. The electronics are freaking out.
Where do they lead?
What? What? To the electricity. Ugh, never mind. This box could lift several tons.
Maybe it's pumping gel into the roots. Although, it doesn't look connected.
What's
Wall's a meter from the safe. It doesn't make sense.
Maybe we're missing something. Safe?
I'll lock him up.
You're asking my opinion?
What next?
We have a card.
Oh yes. Oh baby, it's like a lift.
Bingo! The first rich dude's secret wall safe of my career.
You should be a thief.
I'm building my resume.
Nice to see it develop.
Hey, fuck you. This is my idea. Don't push it. James, what is happening?
Sarah? Oh, fuck.
Obviously.
So we're in a private dungeon. And perhaps it holds a stamp collection. Another victim. Just more questions. Brian Theodore Coven. What are you doing here? If it wasn't for his donations, orphanages in the city would disappear.
And why is he dead?
Formal dress. A meeting? With a murderer? With Green? Let's check where you came from, Coven.
just gonna get. Oh. Fuck!
Making a mess. Get your act together. Don't you already know who the murderer is?
James?
I tried to, you know.
Beginning to think
Are you there?
that James is the killer. He just doesn't know it.
James, I thought you had joined the noble ranks of the dead.
Yeah, I think that's his voice.
Who? Where are you?
Why don't we start with where you are?
What is this place? What happened here?
Well, I have bad news. You're late for the party.
Another one.
Crushed by a chandelier. Fancy way to go.
Perfect for the upper class.
The governor. Sans pants. Prestigious guest list. Chris Everson. Even my idiot neighbor has a bumper sticker. Wonder what he thinks about him in the law now. Anna Turner. Used to be a sports writer. We had some interesting interviews when my team was winning. Then she got into politics and became editor of the whole paper. You had your last deadline. He was standing under it. I'll pick him up and find out who it is. Maybe I can lift the chandelier. Fire upstairs must have damaged the wires. Okay. Why did he fall? And where's the killer? Chris Everson. He'd sell his own mother for votes.
There was a scandal that he used his mother's illness in the campaign.
What did you do to deserve your mask? Or maybe you actually wore it every day.
Right. What are we looking for? Ah.
Shot. Needs a closer look. The Emperor of Screens. Make that god. There's no movie studio that doesn't kiss his ring. Maybe a little lower.
He influences more people than you think.
What is this? Everybody lies.
They learn to live a lie.
Oh, what's this?
Adam Cadis. Why am I not surprised to see you? Debauchery is your specialty. Okay, what happened here? Where's the damn killer? How did they die?
Losing your nerve?
Never mind. He was standing here before the chandelier fell in his head. What's with these masks? Some subtle differences, but not enough to tell who's who.
Very Stanley Kubrick going on here. Some secret society. Oh, who is he shooting at?
Who brings a gun to a fancy party?
Fucking lack of culture.
.8mm. Were you you sitting here with a loaded gun?
Think twice before inviting a paranoia case.
The shootout started. You probably didn't consider that. You didn't shoot that fucking thing down on your own head.
Are you sure?
He shot the killer. Was that... How are you feeling?
Better every minute.
Right, so he was shooting over there.
He aimed toward the piano. Blagojevich, journalistic scum. Weird. The trail ends here. Lots of glass under your feet and nothing around. The killer had plenty of time to cover all traces.
He was protected by the glass.
Like you got hit by a truck. Why so much glass?
Any complaints?
Fuck no. Glass, you, blood. Every piece brings me closer to you.
How did you snuff it? Oh, I wonder if when he was getting when he was shooting.
As if he flew over the barrier? It's not everything. Gotta be more. Blagojevich. What do they have to pay him to take all the public's hate?
Skip for the
So
council.
that was
We have
his
received your
spot.
request, and we would like to invite you to the club. The date and time will be delivered discreetly by the courier. If you decide to come in a different show, please bring an invitation with you.
Shoe print. Maybe he ran? Where was the killer?
Oh, I think it's something to do with the effects that go wrong.
Keeping this company. I'm asking the questions this time. Sorry it's too late. Government critic sitting with a propagandist. Bullshit. Not enough data. I still don't know what this asshole was doing. Did you run away? Why in this direction? It doesn't make sense. Looks too rich for my blood.
So you took a... Oh.
A broken bottle? Did you chase the guy with it? I can respect that. Where were you sitting? Maybe the glass shards will show me.
Ah.
Bingo. So you were sitting here. You attacked, even though bullets were flying everywhere. What made you do that? That's where you were hiding.
No.
Fucking wiring.
Right, so he hid behind the couch after.
You've had your chance. No need to run across the middle of it all.
Well, better to do something than nothing at all in a situation like that. Although, as you can see, this is no guarantee of success.
So he jumped over.
done running. He fell limply. Maybe he died in flight.
Yeah, that bullet the back. Oh no, bullet would come for the front, wouldn't it?
Yet something or someone stopped him.
That'll be the bullet from the killer, I guess. Somebody that was here.
Shot at Blagojevich. Low. Maybe Blagojevich saw Cadis and liked both their odds better. Did you feel a cold sweat on your back?
It would take more than that.
Right. You were lucky with that chandelier shot anyway. This.
Someone's being paranoid here. It's just fucking wiring.
Which gets in the way of my work. Need more light. Glass.
Who's Sarah?
What?
You mumbled her name when you were lying on the ground.
Don't know. I was delirious.
Misery loves company. Especially...
High voltage. Must be powering something big. Let's see what happens when we connect this contraption. Couldn't he just keep his skeletons in the regular closet like the rest of us? Where the damn glass came from. I thought nothing could surprise me today. Are these the ones I saw? Same weapon? Yeah, 9mm. And empty. You were shooting blindly at Cadis. I don't know you. They slaughtered him and bled him for fun. Is it an Icarite? No. It's impossible. It must be some kind of imitation.
Are you sure?
It's time for pictures of your friend. Senator Patricia Terrence. Oh, this is rich. They've been trying to make her out to be a terrorist for decades because she wanted to change the world. It turns out that they're all on one payroll. The wound looks burnt. Someone was shooting at close range? Blood trail. And anything else? How did it all start? Was she the one who murdered him? Let's start with who the hell that guy is.
You know that by solving this case, you're helping cover it up.
Aren't you tired of these games? What's your point?
I want to help you.
Sure, because you're such a noble guy, right?
On Icarus, you stood on the right side. I thought you might be worth the risk.
How fucking kind of you.
So who's this guy then?
Drake Starr. I thought he was using a different body. The actor and the senator's husband. They've always been inseparable. He looks like a victim, but I wouldn't go all in on that.
There can be ecstasy in death.
It's, an expensive fetish. $9mm, same assailant. Looks like the victim bled out before he got shot. Maybe the killer lost his shit. Lots of moving targets. He had to be in a rush. He could have left additional bullet marks. That kind of trail could help me figure out where he was firing from. It went straight through. Another casualty of your sick shit.
Imitation made from eco marble.
I admire all forms of art, especially when it helps to establish a shooting position.
Okay.
Who are you?
Aspiring liaison. How am I doing? Am I as good as that Sarah of yours?
Suddenly a shooter appears and takes out our star.
So if I stand back here.
It looks like he almost bled out before you shot him.
Are you suggesting there was more than one killer?
Unlike the rest, this one was murdered voluntarily. However fucked up that sounds.
Yeah, so he started shooting out after.
Different blood types.
Presumably, the senator had a pleasurable time with Drake.
Before you got her,
maybe she
was bleeding like hell.
He, Right, so she was having her fun with him. Guessing she stabbed him?
Senator used him as a shield.
Oh.
She gets hit and plays dead. Smart move. Was she trying to escape?
So she tries to run. What am I looking for? Ah, knife.
Toy. Sharp. The senator must have held it.
I reckon she stabbed him.
Drake's blood. And maybe yours too.
Oh, don't worry. I'm fine.
She was always ready to fight. That's why people believed in her.
Right, so I reckon... Oh no, she went for somebody over here. Ah, I get it, yeah, so the knife was already over there anyway. She did what she did to him, she ran over here, and that's when she went to attack him.
Was she waiting for her moment? Drake had type O negative blood. This is a different type. She surprised you?
Right, so she jumped on the back.
Ton of lead. Burned skin. They had to struggle, but he had the upper hand. A 9mm beats a piece of steel.
So she shot him there.
She crawled
Right,
away.
he went to stab him.
Didn't you notice? Something else get your attention? She almost gets you.
I guess you're on her side.
I can tell you that if she got you, she'd have my vote. Broken ribs. You crushed her when you fell on her, and she still didn't give up.
You underestimate me.
At least I understand the low position you shot Blagojevich from. And remember, Kata's shot in this direction. Good to know that not everything goes your way.
It's going great. Trust me.
So you scurried away like a cockroach.
So you started to shoot, then you got into this corner.
A bullet from a revolver. Probably Katis's. I wonder how that got here. They almost got you. You had to find a way. And you did. Real fancy. You were lucky as fuck.
Don't underestimate me.
I wouldn't dare. How long have you been planning to kill that chandelier? Lucky. But respect where it's due. Also a really good shot. You made it. But I'd like to see your face after that. Your real face. Covered in blood and drool, twisted in fear.
Think it was any different than yours when you came in here?
You're always watching me, aren't you? Monitoring? You watching me with cameras? The holograms. Somehow they were recorded. These holograms must be stored somewhere. There must be some tapes here. But where?
It's over there. Don't mind me, table.
A recording console. I wonder what it turns on. Zilch. To the beginning. Edward Green. What did you have on him?
Look around. Do you really think anyone would need more than what you see?
So that would have been maybe his mask. So he was sat here. He obviously got back to the... I bet he chased him to the elevator, killed that other guy. And then managed to get with Edward Green.
The shrine with the weapons?
Up above.
Very subtle.
I'll check to see if any victims were killed with this gun. .9mm, 5 bullets, half-empty clip.
Did the killer shoot it? Or did they shoot at him? What does she have to do with all this?
Okay, let's go back to following.
I knew a guy who raised money for a movie over 2 shells. She didn't like it and started adding conditions. You can't show it like that. The kiss is too long. Costumes like this aren't appropriate for kids. Boy ended up hanging himself. But she censored articles about it and nobody found out.
Just linking the holograms. Where's that leading?
Let's see where you take me.
Where did Green hide monitor screen? Okay.
Billy Coriacci. She wins the Best Actress award year after year. This is getting boring already.
They want you to believe that she's brilliant. They say it's not even Coriacci anymore.
Then who is it?
We met in other shows. She played a baseball player, and the director arranged for her to shadow me.
Suddenly, Rachel started showing up more often at practice matches.
Now it's bringing it back. Oh, I see. I get it. It wants me to find the monitor. There are 2 cameras.
Another. This must be a dead end.
Literally a dead end. It's obviously going to be some place where all the footage is going to lead to.
Cables run deeper.
Oh,
Fuck. Not now. It's so close. Olympus comes with a pocket Hades, a frozen hell where people pay the price for the gods' eternal hangover.
oh,
I recognize this body. It should belong to an actor with his throat slit. Right in this one? Age 21. Some unknown kid.
The former owner of the stabbed body.
The youngest bodies possible. No certificates. They're all at the first subscription age. If they didn't pay it, they could lose their bodies. But Icarites... why isn't anyone looking for them?
Orphanages. That's why Green and Coven funded them so generously. Only until they turned 21, of course.
Motherfuckers.
so they went really bad, didn't they? See why this guy got it.
Green was probably using the recordings for blackmail.
Maybe it's why this guy's been doing this.
Around, Green would still grab them by the balls.
Better focus on you. You have your 5 fucking minutes of fame.
I warn you that I may disappoint you.
Wait, what? This is Green. Senator. Attacking his back. He's the one killing them all. doesn't make sense.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Did you force him to do it? How the fuck did you do that? What did you have on him?
That's your job. I don't want to get overly involved. I'm not your cheap little slum secretary, Sarah Kai.
What? How the fuck did you get her full name?
Did you think you're the only one I spend time with?
Sarah? You there? Fuck. Never stored the power.
I've just been ticked. That voice sounds like Ghostface, still it from the screen.
Do anything to her. I'll find you and take you apart piece by piece.
Don't keep me waiting.
Fucking Icarite transmitter.
You want to try it out?
Fuck you. I'm not like them.
Gotta get out of here. I think we just used the way we came in. So Green went on a shooting spree.
Maybe when they're incognito, it's easier for them to open up to sensations.
Question is, how did he get to do it?
I'm just wondering. Since you saw what Green's guests were capable of, will you trap their souls in rotting bodies?
Fuck you.
Or will you let them return to Olympus like nothing happened?
What did you do to her? This much gel could blow up the Senate.
You can punish them.
I will find you.
Do you think anyone will find them here?
If I shut them in here,
Yes.
and the victims,
Maybe they want revenge.
What kind of sick game is this?
Or leave the door open. Your friends will find everything, and it'll blow over in a week.
Close it. I hate the guy, but he's right.
the silence in my earpiece was even more overwhelming than my own stupidity. When I was gallivanting in hell, the murderer emerged from there to get Sarah. How could I let myself be tricked like this? Revolved around you, idiot. Says that they're fucking with you. Remember that already.
Oh, Salem. Liberty Island, Manhattan.
That's where she lived, not how she lived. I would say below poverty line. If not for the fact that I've crossed the poverty line 100 levels up. Somehow I have to find her.
Right, how are we gonna find her?
We can have a bar here. Focus, James. Sarah needs electricity, and lots of it. These converters look new. Let's see. These cables come out of the converter. Sarah, where are you? Even from here, you can smell the deadly stench of the slums. How can you live here? seem connected to the net. Damn it. Electric current powers up the antenna. Must be operational. Sarah needs to communicate somehow. I need to get a closer look.
Oh, no, his door's there. The angle of the thing is a bit challenging.
It has to be here. I hope I'm not too late.
Sarah?
What is this place?
What if Sarah's like some manipulation that maybe she's not actually? Right, so I'm gonna go with Sarah's gonna be part of this stranger's thing or something like that. It's got to be something because we've not even seen these characters either. So is it all part of something to do with just the whole mess up with the whole body subscription things or something like that? Quit. And it's just weird that, you know, for her. Whoa. Bro, it's messing with his head. Oh no.
The fuck?
Oh. What is going on?
Be an easy target.
Oh, he's. That sounds like her and him. You a trap. Please don't shoot.
Police, don't shoot! Put the gun down, now!
Right. Then we live happily ever after.
She's playing both sides. You sneaky, sneaky sausage.
What do you really want?
For you to realize you're making a huge mistake.
You mean me, right?
Drop your weapon and get out. I'm counting to 3. 1.
Let's settle this the old way.
Let's settle this one-on-one!
couldn't shoot her because I know it's her.
James, can you hear me?
What the fuck?
Okay. Cool it now. It's me, Sarah. We're good. Just relax.
Sarah, you look like shit.
Yeah, back at ya. You're goddamn lucky I missed. I thought some junkie broke into my house. I'm almost finished stitching you up.
Could you almost finish faster?
Not going the way I thought then, but the way the sounds are going, maybe he was just messing with his head.
How'd you find me?
You know I'm a detective, right?
I didn't think anyone would bother trying to find me. Ow. Stay still. Why did you come here?
When we lost contact, I thought he got you.
So that's why you busted in here like a psycho on a hunch?
A little more than a hunch.
Meaning?
I have some questions, too. One, actually. You should be in your first shell. A comfortable and efficient one. What the hell have you gotten yourself into? And you're smoking, too. Someone's fallen into bad company.
His body must have been through half a century of addiction. It'll drop dead before I get used to it.
So, are you going to tell me where you got it?
My family thinks I'm away. I got the best synthesizer, remote work equipment. I didn't have to explain myself to anyone. And then fucking James Kara had to waltz in here and ruin everything.
I'm good at that. So what have you gotten yourself into?
It's a long story and complicated.
Good thing I'm a professional at complicated stories. Talk.
I didn't want to, but I had no choice. I did something sketchy, but otherwise...
It's all right. You can trust me.
Okay. I rented my body on the black market.
Sarah, what was your motive?
Motive? Seriously?
I'm not judging. I just...
What is this, an interrogation? No, fuck you.
Old museum, Liberty Island. She's got everything there.
What fucking emotions management issues?
That's where all the pictures went.
What are these figurines?
They're memories. I've read that after an Icarite transplant, especially an illegal one, some can be lost. That one's the most valuable. One night, when the acid rain was bad, Taylor and I hid upstairs, where you came in. And back then, it was just a 2 by 3 foot hole that ended in a wall of rubble. instead of sitting in the cold with her teeth chattering like any normal person. Taylor started fiddling with the flashlight. And then something flashed in the pile of rubble, so we started digging. And we dug until we unearthed this little Statue of Liberty figurine. It was beaten up, but looked valuable. And we fenced it right away. And we came back here hoping to find more.
Who's Taylor?
Greatest treasure in this film. We found out there used to be a museum here. So we dug more. Day after day, till our hands were bloody. We kept digging for normal people. Portrait of misery, desperation, but for Taylor, we were adventurers on a fucking treasure hunt. We glued, fixed, and sold everything we found. Would you believe we excavated this whole place like a pair of underage slum archaeologists?
Must have taken a while.
Almost 5 years, but it was our livelihood. We were dirt poor and surrounded by dirt, but we felt rich. At least until Taylor tricked me. 8 years ago, give or take a few days.
Sister?
No. We were in love. I remember exactly when she tricked me, because it was when I turned 21. First subscription. And Taylor paid for it for me. She did it behind my fucking back.
That's bad. What am I missing?
After a month, her subscription expired. And we were broke, and there was no one to help her. She wound up in the bank. And the body went to auction. And that's why I have to get her out. No matter what it takes. You're the detective. Now you know my motive.
Oh, fuck! Damn it. Got any ambrosia anywhere? Anything higher octane?
I'll pour us something. Or you can also help yourself to ambrosia in the bedroom.
Body confiscation, right, Taylor Adams. I can't live without Taylor. I want to dream with her. I believe we'll dream together on the bank. In the bank. Don't pull me out. Love, Sarah. Please. Stop. Yes. Sort everything else. Right. Who's Dario? Oh, hang on. Max, Peter, Dario. You deserve answers. Must be friends.
I remember it. This is older than me.
Jane Salma. Gain stamina synchronization, the key to happiness. Now it's time for the key to eternal happiness. It's the book you rolled in. Yeah. Oh, she gone.
James, aren't you afraid your memories will eventually fade away?
Lucky me. Mine don't fade. They haunt me. More literally than I'd like.
You must have some good ones. At least one.
The wife keeps bothering me while I'm watching a movie.
We're at the movies, and Rachel tries to convince me it's a crime flick she's already seen. They were all the same to her. And of course, she's teasing me, and I'm trying to watch the fucking movie. Right now, I'd give anything to be sitting there next to her. I'd focus all my attention on her.
Maybe then you wouldn't remember it. Maybe it's the imperfect moments that create the most precious memories.
One room as well as a kid. Have you read?
Have you read Chicken of Justice?
There is no way you know this.
The last of his kind. He could give up, but he fights for a better world for the rest of us. A true hero.
Oh, I don't believe it. My brother Dario was crazy about him.
I already like this kid. The chicken is only one step away from detective stories. This one room, the bedroom, is totally secure.
It's a slum, but I gotta be able to close my eyes sometimes. It's possible to break in there with enough effort, but I'd have time to be awake and ready.
Like in some
Ever watch
western.
any westerns?
No. What are they about?
Oh, you'd love them. I think you'd identify with the characters. In the middle of the room was a bunch of files with names.
Can't you respect anyone else's privacy? I said none of the siblings knew. If something went wrong, I prepared myself for it.
But what's one have to do with the other?
I sorted things out for them and left a will that made it clear I believed Taylor and I would be in heaven at the bank.
Looks like you covered all the bases. Nice work.
Thanks. I try.
So how did you enter the police? What's going on with your siblings now?
I hope this isn't a tough question. Sarah, how are Max, Dario, and Peter now?
I wasn't talking...
I saw the name on the cabinets. Did they...
Don't worry, they're all alive and doing pretty well. They rented a legal apartment, floor 40. They have better air than here. Bodies wear out slower.
So how did a slum girl get this job?
Maybe you got yours. I had to work for it.
Points for determination. Must not have been easy for you.
Fortunate combo. I had insomnia and hated wasting my time. I guess that's how I managed to pass all the exams.
Did our department come for Taylor?
Yes.
So why...
Did I join you? Maybe I wanted to take control? Of some sort. I decided I was never going to be powerless like that again. I'm just a liaison, but I already know when and where they move.
Do you know who it was? Which one of us came for Taylor?
It was hard to resist the temptation to check it out.
Want to get some revenge?
He was so ordinary. A regular agent. To really get justice, I'd have to get revenge on this whole sick fucking system.
Then how about we get revenge on this whole sick fucking system?
Like that's possible.
We created this system. Or at least let it become a reality.
Speak for yourself. I'm a newborn, remember?
What are we drinking to?
Well, you're the expert. Sit down and make a toast.
I got nothing I can unlock that with then, obviously. Frozen memories. Identity at risk. Dreaming incorrect. Right, make a toast then, I guess. I must have missed something for that other thing to be locked.
Bottoms up. 2. Past. Now it slips through your fucking fingers like sand.
And to your optimism, your most charming trait.
What are you renting the body for?
Surrogate. For some rich broad. A good one, I hope.
Sarah, please tell me it's not Jane Salma. I found her file.
Calm down. I checked her. I got to her. She had a similar case before, and they couldn't prove anything, even with plenty of evidence.
Damn it.
The arrangement came from me. She had the dough, I had the body with the right biological conditions, plus I could cover for her. That's why I know she's not a suspect.
Okay. I'll trust you. At least I'll try.
Much appreciated.
All right. So you rented your body. Where did you get this one? The current model.
Salma said it was recycled. Give one to me.
No. A recycled body? After what I've seen, that's hard to swallow. They must have put someone on ice for you to get it.
No. Somebody bought a new body, and no one wanted this one.
Okay, let's say you're right.
It's definitely recycled. Why would they lie about that?
You need to see the big picture of what you've gotten yourself into.
James, I have nightmares. Every single fucking night. I see her in them.
Welcome to the club.
Every morning, I wake up from them and Taylor can't. And it haunts me. What if she's trapped there in an endless nightmare?
You feel nothing about it's your nightmares, not hers.
They're your nightmares, not hers. You're projecting your fears where they don't exist. And you have to deal with them.
James, I have to save her. Fuck! You understand?
You get it. Sometimes you have to cross the line. And if you do it, at least make it for someone you love.
Well, I don't know if that's what I want.
Do you know what I'd give to see Rachel again? Fucking anything.
Thanks for being straight with me.
Press your finger.
I can handle it.
Sarah, we need to start investigating.
Just a minute. Not so fast. One more question. A basic one.
Yeah,
Why don't you tell me why you stormed in here like a lunatic?
I told you. I thought you were in danger.
Based on what? Did
Just
something
tell her the
happen when
truth.
we lost contact?
Can you fire up the board here?
No.
We'll do it the old way then. In the meantime, I'll summarize the Red Room for you.
The Red Room?
It's a piece of fucked up history. Better buckle up.
I can't believe all this evidence. You were right from the start.
Seriously? What surprises you most?
That's not what I meant. But the murderer was behind everything from the beginning. Did he take over his body?
Strong assumption. We better go one step at a time.
Now? You're going to get skeptical now?
I just want to sort it out.
Okay. Where do we start? James, I managed to get what was in Green's safe. There were recordings of his synchro tests and a ton of private notes. It's pretty unusual.
Upload.
Right. Okay, so do we have any indication the killer took control of Green? Yeah,
His
that.
own transfer machine. I can't even get my shit together after 3.
This explains his problems. They were his own doing.
How do you deal with that kind of desynchro?
And how do you deal with it?
I don't know if I'm the best example.
There was no extra body or Icarite in the machine at the time of the shootout, but Green frequently swapped lines. Did he have any problems with it?
Why didn't we have access to these recordings?
They were in the Red Room.
I'll try to get to them.
Green doesn't act like himself in the recordings. The machine added to his desynchronization, but he didn't use it on the night of the incident. Do we have any reason to think someone tampered with the psyche? Half a century ago, the ever freshly painted, both coinciding with.
Both
Sure.
died on dates shown on the symbols.
The problem is that Green's date of death was carved long ago.
So it's not that.
I learned this was the plan for the next 100 years. Numerous attempts to save what we have in this system.
And our system isn't perfect? At least for them.
It turns out not to be the case. Apparently, every prediction ended in disaster.
Up locked in an insane lounge with one.
Fucking Demmer.
Oh, haven't heard that before. Good to know you still have feelings for them.
How did you describe it?
There may be no evidence that they made a transfer
There
of
we go.
consciousness at the time of the incident, but his behavior...
I know, it's damn suspicious. Let's just put it together piece by piece.
Right. The meaning of intrigue. What was the point? What was the point of a plot that linked Green's case to Icarus shooting?
They didn't die because of money.
Yeah, they had plenty of it. There had to be another reason.
Green had take out players who were symbols of the old order. In Green's final moments, that had more to it than these few guys. Not that. Orphanage,
I don't
right?
get that part of the story. When I think
Right.
that they really used the...
At least the motherfucker's dead.
Everyone like him deserved it. You're telling me these are the only people who can deal with the chaos in this city?
Am I? No. But I think that's what Green is trying to tell us.
Do you buy it?
Well, this motherfucker knew corruption and power like no one else. Okay, whether it was Green's will or someone else was pulling the strings, why did Green have to die?
I see at least three possibilities.
Can you be more specific, Miss Detective?
I'm throwing them in.
Right. Changing of the guard.
The whole thing may simply have been about tearing the city apart. Green was the last person who could stop the spreading chaos.
I wonder if his death was a crime of passion. Or if
Killing
it was
Green was the last straw
planned.
to destabilize this town, but why now in the middle of everything instead of pulling the string to a bitter end? No, not that. Someone could influence Green, it's possibly the...
Following this lead, Green didn't have to be the only one like that.
No. Secret body bombs?
James, we're drifting.
Taking a circuitous route to our goal.
Right, not that.
Since the most influential players are more or less dead, their seats are up for grabs.
Not that old either. So essentially TV people.
Lots of familiar faces, but compared to Green, they're small fry.
It's their mouth that spits out lies that millions eat up.
So it's got to be that one at the bottom, is it? Change it on. No, tried that. Puppet Master then has to be that. Nope. That. Destroying the world. Their plan carried out. Green died before he finished the job. What was he? What was that his doing or the killers?
How much planning does it take to set up something like that?
I don't know, but we need to figure out who's pulling the strings in all this.
Complete all the boards, or complete all boards. So.
And you? Why'd you become a cop?
What we're talking about. I've always liked crime mysteries.
Always had a thing for crime mysteries, so...
Sure. Who doesn't? Is that all?
Well, I guess I had some ideals, too. I believed in justice, and shit like that.
But you don't anymore?
As much as ever. I'm just not looking for it in the department.
Copy that.
Okay, let's try to draw some conclusions.
Honestly, I see two main possibilities. Or we're just seeing a small part of a bigger plan by someone who's always 2 steps ahead of us. Or Green's plan played out with Kovalev's help.
Mm-hmm. How do you figure?
Fuck, I don't know. He has access to some advanced tech. He managed to make contact with you in the Red Room. He knew everything that happened. Like he was in Green's head. I thought Green just committed suicide, but now I'm having a tough time buying that. Sorry, I've got a lot of thoughts. What do you think? Who's behind all this? Murderer or Green?
The more important the decision, the less certain, huh?
We're out of time for mistakes.
The murderer is behind it all. Green was behind it all. No, I don't think there's murderers.
He's a murderer. Green's death wouldn't make sense. He must have been influencing for a long time until he finally got him to shoot the other deviants. Damn influential deviants. He took another harvest on Icarus.
And if he's aiming to paralyze the city, to create chaos, so what's his next step?
The motherfucker leaves no trace. The trail's cold.
Why haven't we heard of him before? He's a pro, after all.
Criminals are still in their learning curve when they do their first crimes. They leave more traces behind.
I'll check similar poisoning cases in recent years.
No, poison may have been removed from reports. Check the final death.
Oh, I think I have something. 2 weeks. No, shit. I was wrong. Forget it.
Sarah, rewind.
Oh.
No, you can't touch your own case, or reconstruct it, or explain it. You can't defend yourself.
I'm the only one who can.
Oh, the fucking savior of the world. Can't you let go just this once?
You know the answer.
Damn you. Hang on.
I have to... What's this?
A new earpiece. This one shouldn't be so easy to spot.
Ah, thanks.
What's he got to do with Seth Hill? Follow the lead. Darkness under the stairs. Oh. Every time I see something like this, I feel like there's a mixture of all sorts of things going on here. Part of me feels like it's Shutter Island kind of thing going on. It all there behind the scenes. Here we go again with the clouds. Question is, everything I'm doing, am I going to get a happy ending? Every time he tries to escape, Tries to reach Rachel, it gets sucked back in by this thing.
Rachel!
Looking in the mirror at yourself, sometimes the scariest thing imaginable. But it was time to face myself on my own, without dragging anyone else down.